Hallo, Hallöchen Leute, willkommen wieder zurück zu Genshin Impact. Und wir wollen uns heute erstmal die Durins Story Quest angucken. Beziehungsweise, bevor wir das machen, weil das ja Not Try am Ende noch ist, und weil wir hauptsächlich in Not Try sind, in Durins Quest, gehe ich mal zumindest stark davon aus. Deswegen mache ich hier einfach ganz frech auch noch dieses kleine Gespräch mit der kleinen Aino. Wenn ich die jetzt hier spontan finde. Ah, da ist er ja. Ja gut, dann sprechen wir mal den hier nochmal. Och, Inefa will nicht mit mir sprechen. Na gut, dann sprechen wir halt mit Aino.
Inefa?
Yes?
Do you like kittens?
Based on previous established patterns when you asked me. Do you like snacks, Inefa? It was actually because you wanted them. Do you want a kitten, Aino?
Don't you think Ashrio's a total cutie patootie?
Aber das ist kein Kitten, der ist schon erwachsen.
I know, we have discussed this before. Our house is not suitable for pets.
I know that. I don't want a cat or anything. I promised you, didn't I? But say, Inefa, don't you think cats are cute?
I think cats are very cute. However, it would be even cuter if you could make me a vacuum cleaner that does not get clogged by cat fur.
I'll make that for you later. But before that, let me ask you a question. Inefa, do you want to transform into a cat?
I know, I do not understand.
What? Inefa's gonna become a cat? Traveler? Paimon? Are you here to play? Gotta say, your timing is perfect. Do you like snacks? I got snacks. You can have some. Paimon loves snacks, but maybe she shouldn't.
Wenn ich mich nicht täusche, hast du heute schon Snacks gegessen, Aino?
What? Hey, when did you get a snack intake calculation module installed? Oh, good thing Paimon ate before coming here. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to say no.
Anstelle von Snacks. Mich interessiert mehr, warum sich Inefa in eine Katze verwandeln will.
That's because I heard some stinky brats gossiping and saying stuff like, "Ooh, Inefa's always wearing the same thing. It's so boring." They're the boring ones. Inefa looks awesome, and she's super interesting.
Sprechen da gerade die Entwickler durch ihr?
But I, gave it more thought, and when I was making Inefa, I never asked her if she wanted to look like... So, you want to give Inefa a new look? Well, it's nice to change her clothes once in a while, right? But I'll only give Inefa what she wants. I'm a super open-minded parent after all.
In dieser Beziehung hier bist du aber eindeutig
The
die
body you
Tochter.
made for me is perfect and convenient. I pay such aesthetic concerns no mind. If I hear something terrible, I will simply delete it or deactivate my auditory systems. Thus, this is a non-issue for me.
So when Aino nags you about making krumkakes, will you also turn off your auditory system?
No, I listen to everything Aino says because she's an important member of my family, and what you say is also of great importance to me. You are all my dear friends.
No.
My current records indicate that a majority of conversation topics between Aino and Paimon include eating various types of sweets or sneakily discussing where they would go to eat. The last record occurred in the middle of the night, so I must recommend you two eat less.
Oh, you don't have to keep that sort of record.
On the other hand, the traveler's speech is divided between commissions, caring for and helping friends, as well as dealing with various kinds of dangers. Traveler, I recommend you rest more.
Mach dir keine Sorgen, ich kann auf mich selbst aufpassen. Wenn die Arbeit getan ist, werde ich mich ausruhen.
Well, you've got no work to do now, so I guess it's rest time. Which means I'm going to make a nice kitty outfit for Inefa. Help me out, Paimon. And I can make one for you while I'm at it.
Großartige Idee.
Don't agree on Paimon's behalf.
Doch, vor allem in deinem Namen.
Well, oh, Unless it looks good, then Paimon thinks that wouldn't be so bad. All right, then we're all set. Inefa, make us some krumgakes. Once you're done, we'll have your outfit ready.
Das sieht ja schon mal gut aus.
Let's see. I've got my wrench, my pliers, and my krumgake bolt. Huh? Why is there a krumgake bolt here? Ooh, and here, you can have this as a souvenir. It's just something I cobbled together when I was bored. It probably does something, but I can't really remember what right now. I'll tell you if I do, though. The most important thing right now is to make super cute cat outfits for both Inefa and Paimon.
Ja, gut. Dann viel Spaß. Das ist eine recht lange Anekdote gewesen. Also, ist bestimmt jetzt die längste, die ich bisher gesehen habe. Ja gut, wo sind denn Durin und Albedo sehr wahrscheinlich? Dann gehen wir mal hier hin. Zum Sternensandstrand. Ah, seht ihr? Da hinten ist tatsächlich dieses Krater vom Raumschiff. Das wir vor ein paar Parts gesehen haben. Von der Haupthandlung. Was hat es damit auf sich? Keine Ahnung. Immer wenn ich diese Kügelchen überall sehe, muss ich ein bisschen an Dingens denken. An Super Mario Galaxy. Was? Zwischen den aktuellen Geschichten und deinen vergangenen Abenteuer scheint es eine Verbindung zu geben. Brauchst du einen kurzen Rückblick darauf, was passiert ist? Warum nicht? Über Durins Vergangenheit. Nachdem du ein seltsames Märchenbuch in die Finger bekommen hast, bist du mit Paimon in einer wundersamen Welt namens Simulanka gelandet. Dort erwartete dich und deine Kameraden ein Abenteuer. Am Ende des Märchens fandet ihr heraus, dass diese Welt mit Hilfe eines von der Hexe M geschriebenen Märchens erschaffen wurde, das als Vorlage diente. Dort gelang es euch, einen kleinen Drachen namens Durin zu retten. Mini Durin freundete sich mit euch an und versprach euch, irgendwann in der Zukunft zu helfen, wenn ihr ihn brauchen solltet. Über Durins Vergangenheit. Ja, stimmt. Das einmal im Jahr stattfindende Windblumenfest steht wieder einmal vor der Tür. Und so machst du dich gemeinsam mit Paimon erneut auf dem Weg nach Mondstadt. Doch dann geschehen seltsame Dinge um euch herum. Zunächst benehmen sich die Einwohner mehr als merkwürdig und dann wird auch noch Albedo des Mordes beschuldigt. Aus Sorge um deinen Freund nimmst du die Einladung an, bei den Ermittlungen mitzuhelfen. Nach langwieriger Ermittlungen gelangst du der Wahrheit auf der Spur. Der Täter war niemand anderes als der Drache, der auf den schneebedeckten Berg gestürzt war. Als er von Albedos Existenz erfuhr, überkam den Drachen ebenfalls eine Schöpfung von Reindottere. Die Eifersucht und so fing er an, heimlich Pläne auszuhacken, diesen zu vernichten. Gemeinsam konntet ihr die unmittelbare Gefahr wenden, nur um dann einer noch größeren Bedrohung gegenüberzustellen. Durin, ein weiterer Drache auf dem Berg, war im Begriff, wieder zum Leben zu erwachen und Mondstadt ins Verderben zu stürzen. Glücklicherweise hatte Albedo einen Plan parat, und wer hätte damit rechnen können? Ein bekanntes Gesicht aus der Märchenwelt sollte in Mondstadt eintreffen, um euch unter die Arme zu greifen. Am Ende gelang es euch mit vereinten Kräften, Durin, einen Drachen gleichen Namens, anstelle des gefallenen Drachens wiederzubeleben. Die Gefahr war endgültig gebannt. Ja, stimmt. Das haben wir sogar auf YouTube, die Albedo-Story. Na gut, dann haben wir es. Ja. Dann können wir ja hier perfekt hier reingehen. Ich glaube, das war vor einem halben Jahr oder so. Und dann gucken wir mal hier, was Durin hier so vonstatten gelassen hat.
Oh, it's Durin!
Oh ja. Alleine.
Traveler and Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Nur ein bisschen.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good. We've had worse.
Mach dir die Kraft des Abgrunds in deinem Inneren zu schaffen.
Ah, no, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well,
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic, known as storytelling,
so, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Ja, Frau Alice, die mischt sich in letzter Zeit recht oft ein.
You too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
Meinst du, Anne?
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdaughter. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Na gut. Dann geht's wieder nach Sri-Lanka, oder wie? Ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich Sri-Lanka auch auf YouTube schon drauf geballert hatte. Ich glaube nicht. Das war noch davor die Zeit, glaube ich.
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
Okay, wir sind woanders.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic after all.
Oh, Alice ist auch hier in Persona.
Aha! So it is Alice!
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
Oh, Heiner.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel. But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
Oh nein, heißt doch nicht What's It. Das heißt, was ist das denn? Es ist das Buch, das wir gerade gesehen haben.
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Boah, das sieht so geil aus, wie sich das im Wasser spiegelt. Oh, krass.
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret? Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
Ja, das habe ich, aber ich weiß nicht, wer es geschrieben hat. Noch nicht.
Oh, well, you're missing out. It's a wonderful book. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story.
Kann ja nur im Fiasko enden. Siehe Star Wars Episode 7 bis 9.
I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. M was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, M had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
Das leuchtet ein.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you, because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Ah, muss die Antwort selbst finden.
Her
Ne?
answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Oh ja, da gebe ich ihr recht.
Oh,
Na gut, dann müssen wir dann müssen wir uns mit den Brutkrumen begnügen. Es ist ja nicht das erste Mal, dass du uns so hinhältst.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
Wie die da rausguckt.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers? With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
Also deswegen sind wir hier.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah. Let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Ooh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
Ey, was ist das?
And this is...
Hä? Warum wird ein Biss ist mit Oh nein
This,
übersetzt?
my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it.
Wie magisch.
It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
It just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it just... Think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious...
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
Wir sind hier, zu helfen.
With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
Wie können wir dich finden?
Yeah. Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
Na gut, dann gucken wir uns das mal an. War der Tag, an dem die Magie des Geschichtenerzählers geboren wurde?
Oh, here we are again. Alice's magic really is incredible, huh?
Lass uns mal einen Blick in dieses Buch werfen.
Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues. Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Also ich würde sagen Mondstadt. Na klar, das ist die Bibliothek in Mondstadt. Okay, Bibliothek nicht. Hätte ich jetzt nicht mitgedacht, aber Mondstadt.
Hey, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
Na gut, das
I
heißt, das
had
werde
a
ich...
feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh ja.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
Wir können ja einfach hin
Don't worry
teleportieren.
about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's...
Ja gut. Das heißt aber, dass wir das hier jetzt nicht zum Noctry Arc jetzt dazu dichten werden, sondern der Der Auftragsort wird jetzt halt von was? Warte mal. Auftrag. Warte mal, das Gebiet wird von einem anderen Auftrag beansprucht. Schließe den entsprechenden Auftrag ab und aktiviere ungestörtes Erlebnis. Unerwarteter Epilog. Auftragsorte anderweitig beansprucht. Von wem? Ungestörtes Erlebnis aktivieren. Die Magie des Geschichtenerzählens. Auftrag wird weitgehend ausgesetzt. Okay. Machen wir. Unerwarteter Auftrag. Wo ist denn der? Unerwarteter Auftrag. Sprich mit Lisa. Der Auftrag von Fräulein Lisa ist auf letzte Zeit, deine Bezahlung bei ihr abzuholen. Na gut, machen wir mal. Zack. Dann mache ich jetzt kein ungestörtes Erlebnis. Dann,
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning.
dann werden wir das hier mal
Divine bolts
angucken.
can strike even in the absence of rain.
Zack.
Do you see that tree?
Ein Auftrag, der wahrscheinlich sehr, sehr lange her ist. Oder ist das noch vom letzten Video, von dem Hexenkram? Können wir mal gucken. Wir werden ja sehen, was hier los ist.
You finished sorting already?
Oh.
That went much faster than I expected. Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. How about we spend it together?
Wie wäre es mit einer Bezahlung?
Oh, that's all? Well, don't worry. I won't forget. Ah, so you noticed too. Such strange names, and even stranger contents. Not to mention, this is the largest library in northern Tevat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. I just don't see how that's possible. Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer clear if it's all... Besides, if a book exists in this world, then there's a place for them in this library. Better for them to remain here than end up in the hands of someone more. Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again for all the help.
Bitte. Ja gut, dann haben wir das ja ganz schnell hinbekommen. Der letzte Wunsch einer Mutter. Geht zur Bibliothek von Mondstab. Jo, da sind wir.
Back in the Mondstadt Library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
Es ist schon eine Weile her. Letztes Genshin-Video. Fühlt sich an, als wären wir erst gestern hier gewesen. Ja, sind wir ja auch.
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Das werden wir noch rausfinden.
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Fragen wir doch Lisa.
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Oh Gott, das klingt doch falsch.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
Also ist Lisa deine Mentorin geworden? Wann ist das denn passiert?
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason.
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh? Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves,
Seriously?
that particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
Das ist durchaus möglich.
According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Na gut. Such nach Büchern, die nicht in Bibliothek Katalog verzeichnet sind. Helft doch mal mit, Lisa! Verdammt nochmal.
Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of M's, after all.
Mhm. Okay.
Be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Wer redet denn hier? Ach, der hier. Wyatt.
Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee.
Was?
Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious.
Ja.
There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Vielleicht haben wir Glück und können Klee noch in dieser Story von Durin sehen. Das wäre cool. Experimentprotokoll Nummer.
An experiment log? Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
Ja. Jetzt haben wir schon 2 Bücher, die verdächtig sind, was? Verhaltensregeln in der Bibliothek. Okay. Können wir ja mal spaßhalber durchlesen. Regeln zur Bibliotheksnutzer, Bibliotheksnutzung, Ausgabe 7. Der frühere Ausgaben zur Bibliotheksnutzung haben ihren Zweck nicht vollends erfüllt. Für diese Ausgabe wurden viele irrelevante Vorschriften entfernt. Daher gelten nun folgende knappe Regeln für die Nutzung der Bibliothek. Erstens, verhalte dich leise in der Bibliothek. Zweitens, zerstöre keine hier gesammelten Werke. Drittens, merke dir stets das Rückgabedatum für ausgeliehene Bücher und halte dich daran. Ja, jeder sollte sich im Klaren sein, welche Konsequenzen eine Zuwiderhandlung hat. Nun bleibt nur noch, dir einen angenehmen und lehrreichen Aufenthalt in der Bibliothek zu wünschen. Okay. Und das ist schon die 7. Ausgabe davon, okay. Wurde von...
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing?
Drittes...
Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
Ja. Waren wir schon zu ihr? Das ist schon das 3. verdächtige Buch.
Oh, wait! Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
Ja. Da haben wir schon Fischl-Wörterbuch Neuauflage der Prinzessin. Kann man lesen? Brauche ich nicht. Achso, hier geht's nur wieder raus. Ach so. Sind wir mit den Büchern hier durch? Okay.
Well, did you manage to find...
Experimentprotokoll Nummer. Der zweitstärkste Zauber aller Zeiten. Oder Bim-Bam-Schatztruhe. Die Wildschwein-Prinzessin. Ich sollte weiter. Nehmen wir was machen.
This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we can tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Ja, dann sollte das hier in der Bibliothek sein.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
Okay, dann nehmen wir das hier mal.
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Ja, warum ist es dann hier?
But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell.
You're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Jo.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could. Well, did you manage to find?
Der zweitstärkste Zauber aller Zeiten. Bim Bam Schapto, die Wildschweinprinzessin. Nehmen wir mal das.
Well, it definitely shouldn't be here. But I'd highly doubt it's one of the books you're looking for.
Wieso das?
Because this is something Klee wrote. It's a compilation of all the best fish blasting spots around Mondstadt, as well as the most convenient places to stash her new jumpy dumpties. Of course, there's no way she'd get away with keeping a book like that in her bag. And she'd be in big, big trouble if Jean were to find out. Not only would the book itself be confiscated, but she'd be looking at a whole day in solid. Somehow, she figured out that the best place to hide it was right here. No place like a forest for hiding trees, huh? Now, every time it gets confiscated, she just writes a new one and sneaks it back in.
Das ist wohl ein auf eine andere Art verbotenes Buch.
Yes. So thanks for helping me find it. I'll finally be able to hand it over to Jean.
Oh nein, ich fühle mich jetzt wie ein Traitor.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Zweitstärkste Zauber aller Zeiten. Den findet Klee nicht.
Truly extraordinary. And certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Huh?
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already...
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early.
Das war das Buch, was sie
Would
haben
you look
wollte.
at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden tech.
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, Paimon thought you were just trying to scare us.
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
All right, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Wait, look!
Okay. Wir können das jetzt theoretisch öffnen, aber das machen wir jetzt nicht, weil wir ganz freche Leute sind. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns dann im nächsten Part wieder, wenn es wieder heißt, Genshin Impact Teil. Ich sag dann mal bis dann und ciao.